Grand to the rise, grand to the rise. What's good out there? What's good out there in the human world? Somebody talk to me. Any beings out there having some human experiences out there? Real talk, I like it. Let me turn this car off, man. Uh-oh, they coming. Look at them. Let me get close to the light. Heard the light energy is over this way. Let me get over. They flocking. They all right. They all right, man. Everybody need love, man. What y'all doing out there? Taking a much needed little break. Let some of my partner come in a little bit. My floating partner. How y'all doing out there? Y'all good? Just come. Uh-oh, I didn't lock that one. Did I lock it? Is it locked? Unlock that one, bro. Nah, don't let it down. It might not go back up. You know this car. Don't mind me. We fasting. Sipping on a little cow fag. Y'all know how we do, sipping on that cow fag. I want to thank my beloveds out there to keep me keep me upright. They know how that give me a little affection beyond the likes. I love y'all. I love y'all. It's working too, for sure. But not to get a little big head, not to get big headed at all. You know, I hate that because then you gotta bring that pen out. You gotta pop your own balloon. Just confident, loving, doing this music. Get to speaking and get to get some feeling in there. Love some basketball. Love them youngest. Y'all go hard on that basketball field out there, on that basketball court. March Madness. You know, I might not watch a lot of stuff like that. Divesting a little bit from, because a lot of the programming, because I want to program, you know, you reprogram myself. That's not taken away from, I love TV and stuff, but, you know, you learn to be more creative on the less things that you know what I'm saying, and entertain yourself with. So that's the only thing. I'm a TV buff. Don't get it twisted. Maybe one I'll get back. You know, you get more substance within, you know, what you want to watch and dissecting and stuff like that. And then you gotta watch it because synchronicity, that TV start talking back to you about stuff. So it's crazy. What I wanted to bring first though is the we still fasting, you know, we just sipping on a little coffee, but I had to take a break anyway, even though I was going against the machine, raging against the machine and human and stuff like that. Start growling, stomach start growling. I'm like, I want to eat you. I'm like, dang, gotta wait till about 6, 8, when the sun go down. We still creative with it though. But that's just growling. So those y'all just fasting, keeping with it, you know, stay tight. Weather is so beautiful, so significantly beautiful. Gotta be honest, really have nothing. Still downloading the info, understand how the process gotta go, everything that correlates with it. Grounded, you know, ensuring that we continue to get that sun and that nature come in. It's gonna be a hot one this summer. Most definitely gonna be a hot one this summer. Yeah. I should have listened to my early morning beloved. And then I would have had some topic, but I went straight into the music, and then ensuring that went beyond the usual wake up time. 'Cause I wake up in the morning, about 2-3 spurts and stuff like that. Like some of y'all, 'cause that moon is becoming infectious. It's doing its things. on many of us. Seeing a lot of chitty-da-da-da changing up on the tube, social media. We can talk about that. We can talk about don't want to pinpoint it, but we see it for what it is. The vibe, transforming. You know, we'll use it in a productive way. We see that with lying and making up stuff, telling stories for clickbait, for clout chasing, to be something we're not. When the cover gets torn off, when the facade is seen as the facade it is. I mean, when you look at it, if you ask me, if I was to be asked, it makes sense. It makes so much sense. Today we're dealing with a president that has learned through trimesters of ins and outs, and no different than Reagan. Think about this. Reagan was an actor, beautiful actor. I watched a lot of his shows, country western shows. Articulate in his own way, in his own stance to grab your attention. And acted his way to be president. And then acted his way to become one of the Republicans' prime president to venture back to say, hey, Reagan days and Reaganomics and Reagan. So why wouldn't we take them times when everybody looking back will say they benefited some way in Reagan era times? That Reagan era wasn't bad for some. Some would, say, nah, Reagan, because I remember him being the governor in California. And he wasn't a savory cat, right? Yeah, Reagan had his time. So, we're here with President Trump, same thing. Difference is, it's funny, Trump play a mean game. Trump play a mean game. Many see that. Many see that. When we say he didn't know enough that first term learning, and the learning curve is small, 4 years. People think that's long. That's not enough time. That's why they shoot for the 2 terms. So in his second term, he understood. Take the cover off those who like to put the cover on and hide things that have the arm and reach to muddy the water and stuff like that. Those that want to work with you, okay, come work with us. But with the understanding that I don't need you, you need me now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people fall away, because and some people go over there because they don't want to get locked up. I mean, the information that our beloved terrorists are putting out, and agents and all that. What's shocking is those whom you would think would be hardliner, loyalties to the law, degrees of law. I'll say that. Operating beyond the gray. I mean, beyond, there ain't no gray. It used to be a gray area. It always just a gray. Well, but there ain't no gray. So the behavior, it baffles me, because I hear you, Q. You like, well, this, and I don't feel that a lot of people deserve to be under the microscope or pointed out or whatever, because money strong arms people. That's just the bottom line. Money strong arms people. Yes. Yes. And so therefore, I didn't have no qualms about who's losing their job in the federal government, all that kind of stuff, because you knew that I knew. I know who operates DFAST. I know who operates TRICARE. I know who operates AT&T, Verizon, all these places. You know what I'm saying? So, and then going about it is like throwing a needle in a haystack of exactly who and da-da-da. And then the screen that so many can throw because of their job, being good at their job. We get it. We get it. Come on now. Thus, you should see now, people calling y'all, you stupid, you this, why you don't go tell this and all that. Go tell who go one to who go that. It's all connected. Whether I got a prime name or whatever, it's still me against that person and the 3,000 people or 4,000 people that'll back them and, da-da-da and da-da-da. And do all that boo, woo, 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 and all that shit to go, for the judges to go like this. Or the stuff not to even hit the courts. There's known they don't want me in court anyway, because you see how they do this little car wreck, trying to get me to go ahead and go at this advertisement and get a payout from these car wreck things and stuff. And how am I supposed to trust that when I can't even trust this phone, any phone that I get, and any mail that comes to me, that it'll come to me. Like I said, I just did one a year ago for the car wrecks. Okay, yeah, I'll settle out. We'll go with the people doing, talk to them, and then they get all the information, blah, blah, blah. Now, who they ain't know what they done done with it? Gone. Hey. So we hold true to the old way of doing things. People, you ain't gotta realize, man. Come on now. They know. Those that know. Those that walk among and try so hard to get their conscience in a younger thing, or keep their AI Manchurian candidate thing going. You know what I'm talking about, for sure. Abadi. Bother you so much you got them folk cross that water, man. Talking about, now it's interesting how these folk coming out. Oh, you ain't getting no subscribers because of this and this and this. Pay attention, folks. I was less savvy on this YouTube stuff and buttons and all that stuff that I am today. And I made it to 10,000 or 9 something monetizing, 9,000. I'm 10,000. Getting monetized. And I ain't know a damn thing. That's when half y'all fools didn't know nothing about me and all of that stuff. And I wasn't doing nothing different than I am today. Nothing. Probably even doing worse. Wasn't waiting for the process and all that stuff. Just posting my video. See what I'm talking about? So shut up. But like my beloved say, don't worry about them numbers. The numbers would be there if they was treating you right and all that stuff. That's all that is. And like the other ones say, the numbers there. Don't worry about that. Everybody named mama looking at you. So we good. We keep on. So we understand those, y'all understand what I know. Majority of our Beloveds, the disconnect and the unity can't be unified in so many ways, because though you over here are being unveiled, and coming to the realization of a lot of things, mostly your spirit, across that water, that's your motherland for sure. And that's where the spirit should ruminate and all that stuff. But you gotta understand, them folks been knocked in the head so hard. We sit up here and worry about as slavery happened on that. Worse than slavery happened, folks. Worse than slavery happened. Folk got over there and knocked them folks so hard in their head, man. But we gotta understand something. What I understand, what I'll show you, watch this, pay attention. Why me? Because when you stick somebody like myself over there in Iraq and Kosovo and Macedonia and all like that, and then you go on peacekeeping over there, and then you do over Tuzla and stuff like that, and these folks attract to me just because of my aura and whatever, watch this. And they don't got nothing, man. They ain't got nothing. So now the soul is more, you're dealing with more soulful people when you're dealing with people who got nothing. And then they at war and they weak at their weakest moment. So that soul is right in front of you, right? And then me being a soulful person, you know what I'm saying, in general, that's just that attract. See what I'm talking about? Now, when I was in Iraq, even in them times back then, you seeing the literacy rate of book sense and see what I'm talking about? This is why I say walking in it is more important than sitting up there reading in the book. Because these folks wouldn't have got nowhere if they sitting up there reading the Quran, Bible, all day, worrying about praying most God, No, they had to work at their inner being to understand we somebody. And they already knew that we somebody. That's why they was fighting this revolution that they chose to fight. They somebody. But they had to fight because we got to look at this at that times. And I'm not trying to minimize none about it, none of them, nothing, but the literacy level. The literacy level. Nil to none. Leader. See what I'm talking about? Down to the general. You even want your damn soldiers half done. See what I'm talking about? Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about. So now you go to Iraq too, and then you looking at that. Same thing, Saddam Hussein effect. Same thing. Same thing. Lean more on your religion and in that book and quit worrying about empowering yourself literacy-wise and so you can build this and build that, and then see that Saddam Hussein and his kids and everybody else, the Ba'athist Party, they about stupid as fuck, but they controlling us. See how this works? Sorry about the language. Mm-hmm. But caveat to that though, one of the reasons why U.S. and so many other powerful countries, more powerful than some of these other countries, but spiritually atoned though. Because one thing about these Middle Eastern countries that the U.S. don't want to tell them that, they don't like, you fools are spiritually connected, no doubt. We might want to woo, but there's two elements of the fight that we got to, see what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's why they like to get in there and break them down. Shit. Now you look and you saying, well, why are you giving all this information? It's worldwide now. Power ain't what you thought power is no more. Spiritual power takes everything. What you got Most High, you working with Most High now. Even the devilish people are starting to spiritually get a tone. Imagine that. Because when it start to affect your physical things that you think you're supposed to have and things, and you didn't realize that you're dealing with the divine energy that they supposed to have. No, they supposed to be abundant and prosperous, but you sitting up there taking away, trying to squeeze and all that stuff like a lemon, thinking your power and you understanding now that, whoa, I acknowledge my devilish side. I acknowledge my performance to come down here and be relevant. But not in the way that others have to, because they can perform just as I can. I can perform. I'm the same being trying to have a human experience just like them. Entitled to that, each and every one of us. Because you was a being first. So you God sent first. God, man didn't send no being. Show me the man that can make a being. You show me a man that can make a spirit, One man too. Shit, we in there now. Cause now we can really cancel out God. Yo, Most High, we don't need you. We know the devil is a lie. Understand when you're going through your drift of your spirituality, awaken you. Time relevancy. That's very important. That was important for me to say. Time relevancy. Me going through it, understanding how time is going to go so far ahead of you, allowed to. Therefore, others read and get this information because you came out of what is giving you the information anyway. That's the portal to the Most High in so many ways. All these young ladies, they understand that the use of is just not a physical; it's a use of a signal, right? A very super signal. Ain't called Superwoman. And it's a beautiful thing with so many of you to be able to ride with your energy. Understand what I say? Ride with your energy. Not consume it, not be abusive with it, but ride with it and allow you to ride with my energy and other energy with this that's in the divine design, and then me seeing it for what it is, you seeing it for everybody seeing it for what it is, that it's a positive energy, you know what I'm saying? A building energy. Respectful energy, beautiful energy. We see that, we know that. But notice I correlated to energy and not myself. I'm beautiful, I'm this, I mean, that's for your eyes and your sensory and whatever, but the energy that I create is the energy that it holds possession of all of us. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is the umbrella of it, or the cloud, or the rain, or the umbrella rainbow of it is over my head. Okay. Therefore, there goes your halo. We saying something, right? But I will not allow you to forget about what I can take off and bring back, and not take off and bring back, and continue to bring back and take off, to show you the operation of both 50-50. Take the halo off and let the horns show, because we have them. You don't think I got horns? Don't I have the look? Don't I possess that type of criteria if I wanted to? Just as much as any of these fools out here try to put their look on. Long beard, woo-woo, look gritty and woo-woo. Slap a couple of $100 in my pocket, let it hang out a little bit. Throw a nice gold chain on there, boom, sit back. The cat already told yesterday, say, hey, man, you got some medicine? What you got? What you talking about, bro? No medicine. You got them perps? No, bro, what's going on with you, though? Why you asking? I'm at this convenience. Oh, you look like a drug dealer. We all fitting in out here. But I own it though, cause I'm cool with it, cause I know how I go. I know the flavor I am, cause I like I told young cat, thank you for that. But hey, let me hip you though. Now I ain't got nothing them, bro, but man, I sure would. We need you. What you say? I say we need you, man, out here. I don't know you for nothing, man, but I don't teach his own what they do, bro, but we got enough young cats out here going crazy, doing crazy things, man, dying, woo. Man, you could be one of them, man, set the example out here, man. I appreciate you, old dog, but okay, you did your job. I did my job. I ain't disrespect this hustle with the old barked at him, you know how we do, old school, you know what I'm talking about? Wow. Because hopefully, them little words, them few words, knowing that I'm being seen on the spotlight, woo, and knowing he probably know, man, a lot of people watching him, man. He just heard what I said, or I just heard, man, let me rethink this popping pill thing. Oh, somebody on the opposite side of this video, my therapy, creation of dynamics. Second think that. I barely even allow myself to pop health pills. I wanted to get back on that Nugenics. That Nugenics will go hard, especially with the prostate. You be standing tall like attention and stuff. You like attention before you get up. I ain't even up yet, bro. I know. I was just waiting on you. Attention! Solidified. Q, I got a thing, you know. I'm gonna get in position to make things happen. It's like, you know, I heard that call. It was a coded call, but dude like asking like who you gonna help, how people gonna pay for it, how this and how that. Knowing fully well that I would want to be helpful, more helpful to those that don't get that chance and opportunity because they're too strong in their willpower and too confident within themselves, so others feel that it's hard to deal with them, hard to work with them. Can't public relations with them. Being some a platform where you can provide, but arena, a space, not to not no get rich scheme though. I am that. $5. $5. People can't get $5. That shit. Hell, I ain't get $5. I'm gonna walk out here on this highway right here. My coffee cup. I know I can get $5. I get to dance and bear like a mug out here with my own musical tone. I ought to try it one time so I can see if people be able to make $5. What you doing out here? I'm dancing for $5. I can go fund you. No, I need my $5. My $5. I'm dancing for $5. $5. $5. So, why we do it? Because we move time. Whose time? We are time. I truly really didn't sink in that it was spring break. Whoa. It's a beautiful thing not to have to worry about a lot of things until it gets on you. Like it's like 3 days later. Hey, you know spring break? Nah, I just trying to figure out why all these kids walking around here like everybody homeschool. Did we have a school strike and I missed it? Nah, everybody kid just walking around. Spring break. Oh, didn't we just have Christmas? Just had holidays. That's good. More relaxation days. That is good. That is good. That is good. Somebody tickle Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump right ear right there. Somebody told me that's his weak spot right there. Tickle him right there and see if we can get 4 weekdays. 4-day week. 4 working days. 4 working days, 3 resting days. That sounds good. 3 to the 7. 3, 4 to the 7. That sounds good. Boil down to 4 working days. 4 working days. You mean Friday gonna be like a weekend for sure? That'd be grand rise right there, wouldn't it? Friday be a weekend. Friday, what's today? Friday? You work today? Nah, man, I'm off on Friday. You got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, 3 days, bro. I call that in. Yeah. I call that in, beloved. Hopefully. I call it in. Because let's expand on that. The more rest a worker, a beloved can get, you notice that? Even think about you to yourself. You got 2 days off. Everybody used to their 2 days off. You used to that. But as soldiers, when you attach that Friday or that Monday, and you be talking about 3 days, oh, don't attach the Friday and the Monday and be talking about a 4 day. Ask a soldier. Oh my Lord. We got 3 days off. We got a 4 day off. That's like a holiday, yo. For real. So I don't think to the imagination, to the average citizen out there, that's wild. That's the issue, though. We have to worry about us running around here wild in the morning. But that's your rest day. Because you party on your little Friday, definitely party on your little Saturday, and you rest on that Sunday, nice. And you really going to work on that Monday, nice. You're like, girl, boy, Friday, we went to the sushi bar. And we even went out of town. We was able to drive out of town because we had time. That'll help the economy. People getting 3 days off. People traveling. So I'm talking about, money gotta be right though. Gotta pay people, man. Gotta pay people that money, yo. Them businesses gonna, perk up on them on salaries and minimum wage and stuff like that. People start moving around. More money, more problems. Nah, more money build the economy. We know how this economy. Y'all already in a recession, so might as well. Whatever that is. I truly believe that the only houses that the recession touches under income 60,000 below is those with kids. Those with children, more than 2 or 3, and 2-car households. That's who it really affects. Other than that, you ain't got much. Y'all see how I do shit. Yeah, it's me sometimes. I blow mine. Intentionally, because I ain't trying to fall in love with it. Like GG say though, with that guy, yeah, you come over here, money though. You come over here, money. I love on you though. I find ways to love on you for sure. Do things with you too. But I ain't do things for you, do things to get you. No, slow your roll. Slow your roll, money. Slow your roll, money. It's gonna be interesting times going forward. Some of the things that I recognize is those who don't are not too keen on internet interactions, relations, and all that kind of stuff. Because I'm one of them. I learned a big lesson this time. But I already, you already know. You listen to Prince enough and stuff like that. Like, man, don't believe everything on this internet, folks. I mean, in our old ways, you get, because when you get in that vulnerable state, that's where you want to empower people so that they don't get reckless and let their emotions go haywire over somebody showing you a little skin or giving you a little attention and stuff. You're like, oh, she loved me. And shit. Boy, you better go and sit down somewhere, folks. sit back and watch the game. Sit back and watch the game in effect, because it ain't love. It's just intrigued on who you are. Some do catch a liking, but keep it natural, keep it within nature, because it's always the natural effect that wins over, all right? The internet aesthetics. Anybody could put a background, anybody could put a nice filter on, this and that. Those who I tend to adore and find a ship in there, you know what I'm saying? What does that mean, ship? A friendship, a kingship, teenship, toneship, frequency ship. Those who I put on, or those who I branch out and post their videos and things like that, we have something in common ship there. So, for the but anything heavier walking in that, any more guidance to pop out of that, it's got to be natural. Eyes on, body language, a tone, brainwaveable. Something I will be bringing to us and a lot of more studies through brainwaveable. Learning about it, watching a lot of cosmic stuff and the Gracie. The brain waves. It's many brain waves. When I got my holistic certificate, understanding, seeing, interviewing of the gamma, theta, beta waves, associating with those who get learned in our fraternities, frequencies and tones. You think they don't know? Well, I'll say the older school, the newer school, for the fashion, for the allure. But they too will be coming back. If not already with it, not just, ain't felt it. I see it. It's gonna be a lot to be learned. All right. I put in some time. Yeah, you can tell it's spring break now. Rest, fall back. A lot of y'all feel restful. Feel good out there, looking beautiful out there. Keep looking beautiful. Prescription. It's so natural for our defenses to be up, beloved, because of the hardships and things that we've been through. I ain't talking about in our lifetime, I'm talking about in time. Many of y'all know what I'm talking about. Many of you agree with yourselves that, yeah, we've done this so many times. I've reincarnated, same redundant. So in that, the tiredness is the effect of us being able to tell ourselves, yeah, it's time for me to let my guard down. I'm wiser now, more intelligent, more brilliant now to be able to do so without feeling so threatened with so many of us. We get it with a lot of us, we do, all right? But I know that as high nature, high alertness within ourselves, we are able to identify what's good for us and what's not, right? So it's ready, it's time for us to put our guards in, allow to absorb each other in a fashion that non-threatening, and what that does, if you look at it, beloved, in the Lucy effect, all right? How I analyze Lucy being in the whole movie, because you see it had consumed her, the information. Because nobody around her would understand it. Only Morgan Freeman could at that point, so it was too late. So what my analogy of it is, before one shuts down on self, or one is consumed by so much, then using the Luce effect for its effect, you know what I'm saying? Lucify in so many ways. I don't like that word. But in so many ways, plug all kinds in, you know what I'm saying? Plug people in, plug things in, so that that creative draw, you know what I'm talking about, is permeating, you know what I'm saying? Because it's healthy, it's for all, you know what I'm saying? If it was evil, if it was abusive, you know what I'm saying, all that other stuff, then, you know, y'all would be able to identify. Y'all be like, nah, fool, you know, I would bend, you know, dismantle this. But we know that it's not that. So in the genuine tone, we just got to ensure that, and I shall in my own property, but ensure that precautions are taken. That's it. That's it. Better precautions are taken. Right? Better understand now that there's more people that come to resonate than it is to resist. Right? This is not a black movement. This is not a ooh movement, D movement. This is a us movement. Beings having this human experience. If you can understand that and relate to that in that tone, cool. We doing what we're supposed to do. If not, then keep steady with us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a growth. It's an elevation. During time, your flesh is speaking more now. Because it's the resistance. And believe that so many of us were there at one point in time. Still there at some times, you know what I'm saying? We're not perfect. That's why we're showing you, you know what I'm saying? There's times that I want to eat a candy bar, I'm going to eat a candy bar, you know what I'm saying? There's times that I want to drive a luxury car, so I'm going to drive you see what I'm talking about? So I won't downplay what the flesh and what the purpose of other purposes of things that we've gone at, because this is what we did come down here, for the flesh to entertain ourselves and be so entertaining to the Most High. You gotta think of that. If you love to watch movies and watch drama and watch this and let it smile, and then it's the same thing to the Most High and spirits around you that's done this before so many times, so many fashions. They just want to see somebody else doing it, you know what I'm saying? And sit back and be like, ooh, okay. Ding, let me give it a little bit extra motivation. Ding, let me give them a little bit extra smile. Ding, let me get, you know what I'm saying? That's how they work to me. Cause I recognize that they around us, you know what I'm saying? So that's not for everybody. Some of us understand that. Some of us operate in the wrong way. So keep doing what we do. All right, keep doing what we do. Refreshing day. I got me a song out there. What a. Somebody need that ride. Ride on that spiritual ride with me. Yay! Come on and catch that ride. Ride. Catch that spiritual ride with me. Yay! Come on and catch that ride. Catch that spiritual ride with me. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, come on and catch that ride. Yeah, catch that spiritual ride with me. Yeah. I'm trying to match up one of my favorite, man, Tears for Fears. Got a lot of Depeche Mode. Y'all know who Depeche Mode is? Taking you into some of my music savantness that I used to listen to back in the day as a little tight. I was an unusual listener. I love my hip hop, boo, but I was one of them that loved to listen to anything. My mom just will. So when I go over there now today, that's the beauty. Some of y'all see it, bring some of that lyrical, that melody and flavor from other ventures of music, retro, alternative, and all that stuff over in the hip hop, because it's all the same. And combine it, and you're like, whoa, what the heck is this? A vibe? A vibe? Yeah. Very spiritual focused people. We're gaining. Alright. It's refreshing. Do me a favor. Continue. Seeing more and more. I do my videos, make my videos and stuff, so it's employing with so many more of y'all. Especially your baby. You wanna I see it. We'll grow with that. I don't want nobody to be like, you trying to tell me? Nah, I ain't trying to tell you nothing. Prescription. You prescribe or you don't. But the good functionality of what they use until it's moderated to a tone where that it's in check and in tone. Utilizes their own equipment, their phone and their camera, and sitting in front of it and giving their expression, good or bad, within their tone, and then looking at it, their own behavior. This is gonna be something. No different than the counselor on the other side, watching you talk and explain what's going on, boom, boom, and you gauging with it, and you be able to see it yourself. And then that counselor pinpointing things out. Giving one ways and formulas and equipping them to be able to assess and handle things. And block, breathe. Pinpoint, breathe. Calmness, breathe. The power of breathing. So rhythmically healing when you understand it. I'll leave with this in the tone of my educating on the holistic venture. The breathing. One thing we didn't correlate. I want y'all to think about this. Even if you're not a sports person, watch this. Our athletes pay attention to their breathing all the time when they're performing, the greatest ones, the ones that do it at the best levels. Let's talk about especially your track runners, right? That breathing is pinnacle. Somebody I always looked at, I was like, boy, that man right there got some top tier breathing. Michael Johnson. And one that shattered at one point the quarter, right? One lap around. That breathing, you can get your breathing. You are a perfectionist at the most if you can get your breathing at a standstill rhythmic rate, as if you walking, but you running. Full horse. But you breathing. As thin as, you see what I'm talking about? Perfection. Because when you can, the less expansion of your lungs can occur to stretch out to the ability of not taking in too much breath. So if you can have them collapse it to the point where that you running at full top tier speed, but your lungs is just like you regularly walking. That's mastery. So it's the same thing with us. Think about this, beloved. But we don't correlate it because we ain't athletes, we ain't but do you have to be? When I'm talking about is doing you walking through your daily, right? Think the attributions. So this is what we talk about when you live in your calmness and your inner being and who you are and all that stuff. Because if I can walk in my calmness and I can walk in this obtained, controlled breath that It's even below the magnitude of operate. You don't want me to talk about this. Operation below the magnitude of operating in a zone of drama and all that kind of stuff. So the drama comes upon you, the accident comes upon you, these things and trials and things come upon you. But the calmness of you, the monk, right, to be able to handle it, like an athlete. See, you expect that athlete, here come the defensive man and he's the running back. Woo woo. Under control. Breath line. Why did the defensive man miss him? The defensive man missed him because he was too out of control. He wanted him so bad, wanted to be in control of hitting him, where that the offensive man was like in control. In control of what? I see you coming. Pause. Think about that. Your running back, 9 out of 10, pauses real quick. Somebody was great at that was Walter Payton. Oh my Lord, God Jesus. You can't tell me he didn't have breath control and anger. Walter in the offseason, the athletes know, Jerry them, all them know, run them hills, run them mountains, run them things, woo woo. Oh my Lord. So he stopped, boom. And it's almost, he's like he stopped breathing too. Doop. And then boom, boom, boom. Keep on going. You be like that. Barry Sanders. Emmitt Smith. You list your running backs, Dave. So the same tone as we walking daily, the same thing. So your breathing, watch your breathing, how you breathing during the day. What's helpful too is your size. We talk about it, you know. You little obese little bit, then you're gonna have a breathing because you're constricting your body inside. As you explode outside, inside you constricting your airway. See that? So as you get bigger outside, see how I do? Your airways gets restricted. This outside gets bigger. You know what I'm saying? Why do I say that? Because a lot of us don't, if you don't see it, you're not gonna know what's going on. And you're like, why am I? And people just telling you, just lose weight. You need to lose weight. And you're not understanding, well, what's losing weight gonna do? That's what's happening. The more you eat, the more obese you get, the more restriction of your arteries and veins, all that stuff. Come on now. Swimming. Employ swimming for a lot of people that go through that. Swimming. Just getting underwater. Oh man, I got a beautiful one too. I'll leave y'all with this. Swimming though, all right? Aqua water, moving. You just don't know how benefit. You might not think it working. Oh, but it is. Most definitely. In and out. And then as much as you can, go up in there and hold your breath. As many times, much as you can. That is so exhausting. Yeah. It's working on everything. Working everything. You ain't got to know how to swim. Now, the last one I'll leave you with. This is beautiful. So the other day, I was taking my bath, right? And washed my hair and stuff, so let it sit in. And I usually just wash it like this. Some say just lay out. So I laid out, and I put my head in there first, and I washed my head, soap out my head. But I had my ears still in there, right? Still under the water, and my head up. And I was listening to my regular tone. And I started singing. Dum, 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 dum. And I could hear myself, right? Dum, 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 ba, ba, da, da. Start doing that. One of the beloveds know, because it's like you found your sound. So the headphonic sound, everything comes from us, beloved. So the headphonic sound of when I put my headphones on and I'm sitting in that mic, same. Just difference is doing it underwater, louder, and I can hear myself even greater. Everything tone. So I started doing stuff. Start just making noises. So after I did that, what I'm trying to say is, I came up out the water, I dried off. I immediately went to where I bring my energy out and express and able to put it on digital or stream, whatever. Yeah. Now, this is not gonna work for everybody because everybody ain't tuned frequency spiritually assessed to what this physical capabilities and these natural elements. So I'm talking about water, your bathtub, sitting out, hearing yourself, like really hearing yourself, and seeing how instrumental you are within yourself, and then being creative within that to bring it out. It's a sensory detector. You're an antenna, the most beautiful one ever built. None other like you. You're a microscope. You're all that. Just gotta find a way to, you know what I mean? Bring that being to attention, that's all. More being. The being said, hey, physical, go deep in the water, I wanna see something. Ooh, dun, dun. All right. I done found some tones. I done found some more frequencies. I done found some more buttons. I'm opening up a little bit more Akashi. The blood is boiling a little bit more richer now. All inside the circle. Y'all already know how we do this. All outside the circle. Y'all look real quick. Pull the window shields up real quick. Pull the Bentley shields up real quick. Shades. Put them Merc shades up there. Anybody outside the circle? Y'all. Anybody outside the circle? No? Alright. Yeah, it's free ride right now. No coins needed. No slot machines. No, we're good. No tickets. Not right now. Not yet. Time coming. If it's for that, who knows? Might be freelance for life. Shit. Let it pay its own way, you know what I'm talking about? Whatever happened, we're gonna be most high taken care of. All in the spirit of one. Love y'all. Oh, I got me a new one, y'all. Watch this. I got so much going on. OB1. Yicky! OB1. No, not the flip off sign, folks. OB1. Who know who OB1 is? Yeah! OB1. OB1. I bring in the Skywalkers. Much love to y'all.